Gina Lewis here, still in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. And today I want to talk about positioning yourself. In Vietnam, OMG, can you believe it? It's like you can't even walk down the street without being hustled and bustled. I mean, yesterday I was walking down the street and a motorbike guy wanted to take me to whatever, the attractions. And I'm like, no, I'm scared of the motorbike, I don't want to. And he's just like, oh yeah, just pushing. And then he even followed me to breakfast where I was eating. And it was like he kept coming in and now waiting till I finished eating breakfast. And I'm like, dude, can I eat breakfast in peace? But it was kind of pushy and salesy. I know he meant well. They're trying to make money out here, but it comes to a point where it's kind of like, no. And I was like, well, do you have an email or do you have a phone number? But no, they don't have an email or phone number because I wasn't ready to buy now. Maybe when I get over my fear and put on sneakers and some protection gear, I'll probably get on the motorbike. But the money wasn't the issue. It was the scare factor that was the issue for me. But here's the thing. So a lot of motorbike people approach you all the time. But I was surprised and impressed by this one motorbike person because he spoke really well English, really good English. But it wasn't about him speaking English, but he came up to me and he was like, hi, my name is, he built rapport because first he asked me where I was from, what I was doing here. And then we just started talking and he was like, well, how's my English? I said, it's good. He's like, yes, I speak 6 different languages. And I was like, wow. You know, we started talking and communicating and building that rapport. And then he started telling me about, you know, how he used to be a tour guide in Japan. So for the first 5 minutes, we just started talking and we built that connection. Then after we finished conversing, well, he started telling me that he's a motorbike driver. And then he pulled out a testimonial book where there was this testimonial book where he had so many testimonials. Other people have the testimonials too. So he pulled out the testimonial book and all his testimonials were great. And I was like, well, I'm not ready to travel with you right now, but do you have an email? And he was like, no, I don't have email, but I have a Facebook. I was like, wow, you have Facebook? Yay. He actually pulled out a card. And it was really professional and had his Facebook and his information, all his information that I needed to know. But not only that, once he pulled out his card, he also told me, write down your information. See, he told me, write down your information and write down your email so that way I can contact you and follow up with you. How cool is that? And I was like, wow, I'm so impressed. He was like, yes, because a lot of motorbike drivers, they try to rip you off and they try to scam you. He's like, I'm not a scammer. I want to really help you. And I was like, well, how much is your price? He's like, I don't want to discuss price with you. I have one price. So he flipped through his book again and showed me the same price for everyone. Like he had a lot of testimonials. And see, here's the thing. It was about the way he positioned himself. He didn't come off as a beggar. He came off as a business professional. You know, all the other people that were trying to get me to go on their motorbike, they're like, I'm so poor, I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't have anything to eat, you know, and you feel bad, but sometimes you don't know if somebody's scamming you and stuff, and it's like, and I'm the kind of person, you can't tell me that you're poor and you don't have anything to eat, because I'm like, okay, you don't have anything to eat here. So like, the energy for me is totally different, because I'm like, I will go broke just like feeding everybody, whether they're lying or not. So I was like, okay. But anyway, back to the matter. This guy, his name was Tung, like Tung, right? And he was so professional. And I was so impressed that he was a businessman that did it right. And it was the way he positioned himself. So, you know, when I am ready, because I'm scared, the money's not the issue. It's just the scary part of being on a motorbike. And I don't even cross the street. I was so scared the other day. I'm like, oh, I don't even want to cross the street. I'm staying in the house and watching movies, you know? So let alone getting on a motorbike with someone. He seems like a legit guy and he seems like he's been doing this for a long time, but I just don't trust the other people that are on the road, you know? So I'm like, yeah, Dag, he's really, really good. He positioned himself well. He's honest. He gave me a card. He took my information so he can follow up with me. That's so cool. So what does this have to do with you? It has to do everything with you. It's the way you position yourself in business. Because if you're positioning yourself as, oh, woe is me, I need money, come to me, nobody's going to want to buy from you. But if you come and be in service, this guy Tung, he just wanted me to have a really good time. Of course he wanted to make money, but he actually wanted me to have a good time. He actually had a package. I forgot to tell you that. It was like, I'll take you around, we'll show you Chinatown, for an hour or something like that. And then after we finish, we'll actually go into a nightclub. We'll have a couple of beers. I don't drink, but we'll have a couple of beers, and then we'll go into the nightclub and dance. And I was like, you go into the nightclub too? You don't wait outside? And then he showed me all his testimonials where they were like, he's a good dancer, he's fun. So he's actually creating an experience for his customers. So when I'm ready, who do you think I'm gonna go to? So I wanna know a couple of things. How are you positioning yourself, and how are you creating an experience for your customers so they can be wowed? Like I was wowed by this Mr. Tongue guy. Do me a favor, put your comments in the box below and let me know. Until next time, Nina Lewis. I can't even say my own name, right? Until next time, Nina Lewis signing out. You have a great day. Bye.